circuitry and everything, updated the circuitry because the circuitry we have in this is about 3.5, 4 years old. So it's a lot working all that out. Basically, I took a crash course. You can look in my hotel room and see about 8, 9 books on electronic engineering, which I had to basically learn to be able to do this stuff because everyone I talked to said, yeah, I can do it. And I was like, what are you doing? I said, we're building this robot that prints houses and everything. Do it. Oh, okay, I've never ever done that before. I'm like, yeah, well, nobody's ever really done that before. So we got to kind of come up with the stuff as we go. And so in the end, I had to basically do it myself. But now we've got all of that taken care of. As far as my timeline is concerned, I don't know what's been promised to anyone. Very sorry, I don't want to step on anybody's toes or anything, but my promises that I make are a bit different because I am realistic about what we do. And we're hoping to be finished in April with this thing. I'm pretty sure we will be, which is exactly the schedule that we said, that we've always said. And to be into production in May, which is exactly the schedule that we always said. We're not behind on schedule at all. We're behind on what a lot of people are thinking and telling other people is our schedule, who have never even talked to me, have never asked me a single question, have never even spoken to me. But I go online and I see, oh, why is the robot not finished? Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing that? We were just talking about, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are we not flying to the moon? Because we didn't plan to fly to the moon. That's not our plan. We are 100% up to date on our plan. We're on schedule with everything we do, except for the little bit of breakage there, but that's not a big deal. As soon as we're finished with everything on this, then we can diagram everything, set up our templates and everything, immediately start mass producing. Everyone, the people that really know me, when I told them, when this robot is finished, because if you see this robot right here, I'm going to try to move it. Watch out. Okay, there you go. I can move it. And the people that saw that said, what about this one? I said, people, when it's finished, one finger. Huge difference. And I can stop it with one finger. And that's the kind of engineering that takes time. But we got it perfect as far as I'm concerned. Make sure I don't push it off of the thing here. That's why I put these things up, because I didn't want somebody to come and go, oh, what's this? And the whole thing just starts going down to the end and slams against the wall over there. It's going to be really absolutely the first of its kind, which is bugging the hell out of everybody else in the industry. Because we'll be able to break this down and put it into like a transporter or a van, and then bring it to a site and set it up and be printing really fast. She got the whole thing shaking. The plates and everything come off of it. You can see the wheels underneath. Where's Hamza? Come here a second. Hamza was putting the wheels up here today, and one of them fell and hit him in the eye. You only see him lying? Right there. Because they are heavy. The wheels are this big, they're up there in a box, and they're really, really heavy. And he was putting the box up there and it fell and hit him in the eye. But on this one, I'm not going to go into too much technical stuff, but each wheel on this thing will carry 450 kilos. And we have 6 wheels on it, and we've got less than 400 kilos. I also promised everybody we're going to be right at about 450 kilos. We're looking at probably 435. So we'll be even below what we said. So we're basically every goal we've set for ourselves, or I've set for myself, we've reached up until now, and we're reaching all the rest of them as well. And as soon as that's all done, then we can we can move at a really, really high rate of speed. It's the stuff at the start that takes all the time. It's calculating the Newton meters and the torque across the x-axis. It's calculating the Newton meters and the torque across the z-axis. And for the y-axis, it's calculating the way that the wheels touch down, where the weight distribution has to be and everything. And it's sitting there and doing all these calculations over and over and getting them so perfect. You can ask the guys that they're all going, this isn't gonna work. And I said, guys, let's tip it up and put it on the wheels. It's gonna be perfect. We tipped it up and put it on the wheels, and you can push it with one finger. And I said, this was the first time we ever set it down because I'd already done it in my head. I've already calculated everything out. So we've really got an absolute one-of-a-kind thing right here. There's nothing close to this on the market. And in case you're asking, yes, the black bolts are on purpose because we had chrome bolts in there and that was just too boring for me. And I went to a place that they had black bolts and I said, you got black bolts? And he said, yeah. And I said, no, I want to, and I said, wait a minute, that would look really cool. So I came back and I told the guys, take all the bolts out, we're gonna put black bolts in. So as you can see, we got black bolts in here, which I think looks really cool. Also, these are on purpose to give it a bit of a contrast, the difference between this and this. And they're slanted in for a reason because most of the torque is gonna be on the inside. That's one reason. For me, probably even a bigger reason. It looks cool. It's really cool if you ask me, when them slanted in like that because it's not normal. Because we really want to stand out. We really want this thing to really, really pop. As far as what I was saying before, like I said, there's been a lot of promises made to a lot of people, which I'm not blaming anybody for anything. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody or anything. I understand you want to get everything finished, you want to get everything done. We have two choices here. We can do it fast, we can do it right. I do it right. Always. And it takes a little bit of time, but we're done. All we have to do is put it together now. Just put the pieces on it, do the testing, and we're done. When you see how small you can pack this thing down, then you realize why we've done all this. When you see that you can put it in one of those transporters that's standing out there. And you compare that to any other robot on the market where they're using these huge trucks and cranes, worth it. We're gonna mix up concrete. Actually, they're gonna mix up concrete right in front of you because we want you to see exactly what we do, exactly how we do our testing. Another thing is the big question, why haven't you printed a wall? Why haven't you printed a house? Or whatever. We can print, as you see. You guys can go around this way and look at all the different tests we've done over there. We can print higher than that. The problems that we have right now is if we start printing 100 walls, what are we gonna do with them? Where are we gonna put them? As soon as we've printed like 5 or 6 layers, we know, okay, this is good or this is not good. Take a look at the red one right there. Well, the one behind it's 10 layers actually, which is pretty amazing, which I did with Saba together. And the red one was an interesting story. It was a Monday night. We had some crazy Mexican people who totally screwed up my factory and put everything up there. Where every single day I'm saying those damn Mexicans say, why did they make me put all that crap up there? Now we gotta climb up there every time we wanna get something. And people are dropping wheels on their head. But they were here and they said, we've got to print. It was Ramadan, so Saba was not here. And he was supposed to come back at 7, they thought. He told them I can't be back until 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. So we were approaching 7 and they were saying, Ed, we gotta print, we gotta print. So I took a bucket and I threw the stuff in there and I said, mix it up, it's good. And they were like, whoa, 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 don't you need to check some stuff? And I said, guys, I've been doing this stuff for years. It's good. And I went over and sat down and started going on the computer and they were freaking out. They were sweating. They were going crazy. They said, this guy's insane. This is gonna be horrible. And then we started printing. Look at it. When you get a chance, walk around, look at it. It's perfect. And I knew it was. So as I saw the mixture dry, I knew we had it perfect. And we've got the right mixtures. We've got a lot of different mixtures. The problem is not getting one mixture right. The problem is different mixtures for different parts